Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful fans have known for months that Steffy Forrester would be leaving the soap opera. Jacqueline Missins Wood is currently on maternity leave and not filming for the foreseeable future. Word on the internet is Wood's final air date will be this week, and now we know how the writers will take her off the canvas. Here's what's coming up next on Bold and Beautiful, spoilers down below. Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, will wake up from surgery, but he has a long road of recovery ahead of him and will still succumb to his tumor. This week on Bold and Beautiful, spoilers say Liam's dad Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, will be floored when he realizes that his son has been hiding a cancer diagnosis from him and doesn't have much longer to live. If there's anything Dollar Bill is good for, it's using his power to make miracles happen. If he can get a serial killer out of prison and pardoned, then he must know a doctor that can cure uncurable cancer. According to B&B spoilers, Bill Spencer will be determined to save his son by any means necessary and will whisk him away to a special medical center. Word on the internet is that Steffy Forrester will insist on going with him. Steffy has been by Liam's side every step of the way since he was diagnosed with cancer. She has tried to convince him to get treatment for months, and this is probably the last chance they will have to try and save him. There's a chance Liam could die, and there's no way she isn't going to be there for his final moments. It will be interesting to see how long Liam and Steffy are gone off the canvas for, and will they be a couple when they return? 4 years. Steffy Forrester has reigned as one of the bold and the beautiful's most fiery, fashionable, and fiercely independent women. Daughter of Ridge and Taylor, co-CEO of Forrester Creations, mother of 2, and survivor of heartbreak, loss, addiction, and betrayal. Steffy has seen and conquered it all. But even the strongest queens sometimes need to walk away from their thrones. Cracks beneath the glamour. The signs are subtle at first. Steffy has been trying to hold it all together. Her marriage to Finn, the fallout with Liam, the unpredictable chaos of Sheila Carter, and her complicated rivalry with Hope Logan. But lately the cracks are showing. After Liam's latest hospitalization, which thrusts Steffy back into crisis mode, she begins to unravel. Finn's coldness toward her and his suspiciously frequent absences don't help. The wedge between them, once paper-thin, is now a canyon of silence. Even Kelly, perceptive and sensitive, begins asking, "Mommy, why are you always sad?" Steffy stares at herself in the mirror one night at the Cliff House. The wind howls outside, a storm rolling in over the Pacific. Her reflection no longer shows the commanding CEO or the confident woman. She sees a ghost of herself. It's not just exhaustion, it's something deeper, emptiness. Ridge's shocking decision. Meanwhile, Ridge has a bombshell of his own. After a tense board meeting, he privately pulls Steffy aside and gently reveals his decision to step back from Forrester Creations. He's asked Thomas to co-CEO the company with Hope. Steffy's jaw drops. Hope? After everything she's done? After everything we've done to keep this company ours? Ridge doesn't back down. This isn't about revenge or ego. It's about unity. It's time to evolve. It's a betrayal she never saw coming, and one she can't forgive. Finn's affair comes to light. The moment that shatters everything comes in the form of a late-night text on Finn's phone, one Steffy wasn't supposed to see. "Last night was amazing. When can I see you again? Daphne." The seemingly innocent new nurse at the hospital. The one who always smiled a little too brightly at Finn. The one who offered to help out with the kids, a little too eagerly. Steffy confronts Finn in an explosive scene that leaves no heart unscorched. "You promised me," she screams. "After everything Sheila put us through, you promised you'd never betray me like this." Finn doesn't deny it. He doesn't even cry. He just looks at her with that same hollow gaze he's worn for weeks. "I stopped feeling like your husband a long time ago, Steffy. We were roommates trying to survive a war zone, and just like that, it's over." The final blow. Kelly's trauma. Kelly, already shaken by the tension in the house, has a panic attack at school. The principal calls Steffi and urges her to consider stepping back from her work responsibilities. She needs you. Not the CEO version, you Steffi, just her mom. It's the moment that breaks her heart completely. In a tear-filled therapy session, Steffi finally confesses to her own burnout. I don't even know who I am anymore, she sobs. I keep fighting battles that don't end. I want peace for me and my children. A visit from Taylor. Taylor, back from another humanitarian trip, finds her daughter curled up in bed, emotionally drained and unable to face the world. Steffi whispers, I think I need to leave. Taylor doesn't protest. Instead, she holds her hand. Then leave, not to run away, but to heal. She suggests a house she owns in Switzerland, a remote chalet nestled in the Alps. No internet, no paparazzi, no boardrooms, no rivalries. Just snow, mountains, and silence. I'll help you pack. Farewells and fireworks. Before she goes, Steffi prepares for the hardest part, saying goodbye. She finds Rich alone in his office, looking over old Forrester sketches. The years melt away in that moment. He sees his little girl again. You were right, she says softly. It's time for a new era, and I'm not part of it anymore. Rich chokes up, barely able to speak. He hugs her tightly, knowing he may never get her back the same way. I'll always be proud of you, Steph. In a moment no one sees coming, Steffi meets Hope at El Giardino. You win, Steffi says simply. Hope is confused. This isn't a competition. Everything has been a competition. Liam. Dad. The company. But I'm tired of it. You stay, you lead. Be the woman I never had time to become. Hope blinks, then slowly extends her hand. We could have been friends, you know. Steffi half smiles. Maybe in another life. She visits Liam in recovery. He's groggy, recovering from the surgery that nearly ended his life. He grips her hand. You're leaving, aren't you? She nods. You need to focus on healing, and I need to stop being someone's backup plan. Liam tries to speak, but she kisses his forehead. Goodbye, Spencer. The airport scene. Dressed in a sleek beige trench coat, Steffi boards a private Forrester jet with Kelly and Hayes by her side. Taylor waves from the tarmac. Ridge watches from a distance. The last person to appear. Thomas, he jogs up, winded, holding a small envelope. This was Mom's. She wrote it to you years ago, in case you ever needed to remember who you are. Inside is a photo of young Steffi on a beach in Street Barts, laughing with abandon. You were happiest when you were free. They embrace tightly. I'll be back one day, she says. Just not the same Steffi. As the plane takes off, Steffi watches LA disappear beneath the clouds. A new beginning in Switzerland. Weeks later, we see Steffi in Switzerland. The air is crisp, she wears no makeup, her hair in a messy bun, her hands wrapped around a steaming mug of tea. Kelly runs through the snow, squealing with joy. Hayes toddles beside her. The sound of laughter, not chaos, fills her world. She sits down at a rustic desk, pulling out a notebook titled The Next Chapter. Inside, she scribbles. For the first time in my life, I am not a CEO, not a wife, not a rival. I am just Steffi, and that is finally enough. She looks out the window and exhales. Back in LA, the fallout. Her departure sends shockwaves through Los Angeles. Finn spirals after realizing he pushed away the one woman who ever truly fought for him. Hope struggles under the weight of her new leadership role and regrets not finding common ground with Steffi sooner. Ridge admits publicly that Forrester Creations is missing its soul. Brooke, for once, shows compassion. I underestimated her strength, and now that she's gone, this city feels colder. Will she ever return? At the end of a particularly emotional episode, we see a mysterious phone call placed to Ridge. I heard she's doing well, says the voice on the line. Better than we are, Ridge responds. There's a pause. Maybe it's time for a visit. Fade to black. Could it be Thomas? Could it be Taylor? or even Steffi herself. We don't know, but the seed is planted. Epilogue: the legacy she leaves behind. Steffi Forrester didn't go out in scandal. She didn't die. She didn't lose. She chose herself. A radical, courageous act in a world that always demanded more from her. She left behind a dynasty that still bears her name. She left behind rivals who now speak her name with reverence. And she left behind children who will grow up knowing that their mother was a warrior who fought the world, until she finally chose peace. Her story isn't over, it's simply paused. And when she returns, she will not be the same woman who left. She will be more. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAU2TFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.